Hello, and welcome to the Ant-Man channel. It is the 8th of July 2013, a beautiful Monday. Another day to, dig deep, continue your ministry, whatever it is. Get ready, because when God is trying to bless you, you got to get ready for that. You got to be prepared for that promotion. And I do that every day. That's probably like the thing. That's why I wake up in the morning. I wake up in the morning because I have a ministry. I have an obligation, a duty to serve God, and I want to do that. I'm totally driven by that. And you could be into jujitsu or martial arts, whatever, sport or whatever. You could be into whatever. But I think the most important thing in America is to fight for our liberty right now. And if you take it and if you take that upon yourself as a duty and as your civil responsibility, then man, then you're doing what's right. And I have a lot of respect for you, and I just want to thank you out there for anyone else that has a YouTube channel that tries to report news and be a help to people out there, to give them information, to stay informed and be empowered, and just encourage others to not just listen to you know whatever garbage rhetoric is going on these days. That everything travels by word of mouth these days, and that's how when people get caught up in the falsehoods, is because everybody else is regurgitating what idiots say. And it's like, you need to look at stuff for yourself, man. You can't just believe everything you hear. And then you're what are you? You're an evolutionist, because to me those are the most gullible people in the world. Nothing exploded, and here we all are. There was no oxygen in the beginning, but it was absorbed by the rocks. And then it rained on the rocks, and then your great-great-great-great-granddaddy is a bowl of soup, which makes no sense. There's never been evidence of anyone or anything giving birth to something other than its own kind. That is a fact, okay? Scientific method, or I try to unprove that, son. Anyways, I have a article in front of me from WND under the column Faith. If you want to go check it out for yourself, it's under the column Faith, and it's titled "Christian Image Too Hot for Baseball Team." This is written by Joe Kovacs. Faith under fire, Christian image too hot for baseball team. I didn't ask for the reason behind it. I just asked it to stop. This article is about a baseball team that supposedly it's being put under a lot of pretty much persecution now, I guess. Let's see. The St. Louis Cardinals is a Major League Baseball team whose mascot refers to birds, and not cardinals in the world of Christianity. That has become extra clear now that the team is making sure Christian images are no longer etched in the pitcher's mound at Busch Stadium. This season, the grounds crew at the stadium had apparently been drawing a Christian cross on the mound, along with the number 6, a tribute to the late baseball legend Stan Musial. But as of Friday night, the symbols have been ordered removed by team management. Once we learned of it, I did contact the grounds crew and just asked that they don't, said general manager John Mozeliak, who indicated he first found out about the images from a report and photo in the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. It's just not club policy to be putting religious symbols on the playing field or throughout the ballpark. I didn't ask for the reason behind it, I just asked for it to stop. Mozeliak told the paper he had been in touch with Major League Baseball about the matters after the story came to light, but he said the club already had made its decision to stop adding that particular artwork to the mound. If you want to stencil STL or something like that, that's fine, said Mozeliak, but that's not something we've asked anyone to do. The issue of the cross on the mound has sparked plenty of discussion in the Midwest recently. Bill McClellan, a sports columnist at the Post-Dispatch, wrote a commentary expressing his personal uneasiness with the cross, although he had little problem with the number 6 display. The tribute to Musial seems harmless. Not so the cross. Does religion need to be that prominent in a baseball game? I'm not pretending it's a big deal, but still I have an uneasy feeling about a cross etched on the mound. I don't really care about what these idiots, what makes them uneasy. There is something called religious liberty in this country, and if you choose to express that, you have no right, Mr. I work for a freaking newspaper, so I give my opinion out. Dude, your opinion doesn't matter, alright? There is religious liberty in this country, and if you choose to express yourself, that is your right to do so. I mean, that's a ridiculous statement. All these, atheist monuments and all this stuff, and you put it next to a Christian monument. You want to take down all the Christian monuments. Who's the intolerant? Who's the intolerant people around here? Do you think I go around saying you need to take down those atheist monuments? No, I'm glad you put them up. I'm glad you put them up because they make a very good thing to stand on to preach the gospel, okay? They make plenty of, if you want to attract people who are confused, go ahead and do that so that you can have someone like Ray Comfort or anyone that he works with go over there and straight drop knowledge bombs on you. And the best thing that they can do is go next to you and troll you with a Dr. Seuss book and start reading out of it, which isn't even funny. It bores people and gets them to walk away. These people are willingly ignorant. In the Bible it mentions that in 2 Peter that people are willingly ignorant, which in Greek means you are stupid on purpose. Okay, people that don't want to believe in God are people who they have an issue with either authority, they don't want people telling them what to do, or they have too much guilt and condemnation already in their life where they can't forgive others, they can't forgive themselves, they can't just move on with their life, they can't just admit that they're not perfect. People that are self-righteous and, they probably think money is an issue, is the core of all issue, which in the Bible, has a perfect counter for every single thing that is wrong with these people. I mean, the love of money being the root of all evil is... Where do you think all these institutions that teach evolution and all these college, and universities is all about? That's what it is. That's what it is. It's a money corruption thing. People have too much pride. They don't want to admit they're wrong with their theories, which aren't even theories. They're not even common sense. And they want to just push it because they don't want to accept the other theory, the only other theory that there is, and that's that there is a creator and that he made everything. If you don't want to believe that, it's because you have a problem with God, not with anybody else, but it's between you and God. There's going to be a God, and he's always going to be there whether you like it or not, and that is a fact. So don't go along going and saying, no, everything that evolved from a banana, there was banana monkeys once and they evolved into us, and it's just stupidity, you guys. Don't believe that. There have been plenty of comments among fans on both sides of the issue. The Cardinals organization does a great job of marketing new caps and new jerseys. When then can be sold to fans, perhaps they could change their Sunday hat to be similar to the big hat the Cardinals wear at the Vatican. I do wonder if and when current Padre and former Cardinal Jason Marquez, who is Jewish, pitches at Busch, will be put the Star of David on the mound. Will they put the Star of David on the mound? Michael Stravinsky or whatever, St. Louis. I believe Stan was smiling when he saw the cross next to his number in a public realm. Putting on display the part of his private life that made him the great icon and ambassador of the game was an outstanding idea which should be commended. But give to Caesar what is his, and let those threatened by Christ's love and forgiveness of sins run to their politically correct lawyers and media buddies to hide their shame and embarrassment of their profane and meaningless lives. Craig Haser, Texas Christian University. Thank you, Craig Haser. Because, dude, believe me, I don't want to be a brutal taskmaster, but when you come at me and tell me that I'm ignorant because I believe in a creator, that's the kind of statement right there that I love to hear, because it's so right. You guys run to all of your institutions and your political correctness to have all this backup that you're right and all this, and then what do? You don't even have an argument. You guys just shoot insults and regurgitate things that other people said. You guys don't look at things for yourself. You don't explore anything. You don't use science to look at stuff. You guys just have this rhetoric, this Darwinian evolution theory, which isn't even a theory, it's just nonsense, and all of this stuff leads to communism and Marxism. And if you ask me, because I do my history and I do my research, that Charles Darwin was a Christian once. That guy, his entire faith was destroyed his first year that he went to college because that's what they were teaching. He read a book, I forgot who wrote it, but this book influenced his entire future and what he would be known as today. And he has influenced a lot of people, man. The devil lives in influence, You can be influenced in a bad way, and that's just exactly what happened to him. And Charles Darwin's father was a communist. He had a communist agenda. He knew very well, how to get this rhetoric into the school books. And if you ask me, if you want to take out all of this retarded evolution garbage out of our textbooks, if you want to take it out of the minds of all these depraved, deluded people, then you need to get to the root of the problem. And the root of the problem is that in the institution of public schools, you have to stop teaching this garbage that has been disproven already. All of this evolution and missing link garbage. Because everything that they try to prove as proof of the missing link has been proven a fraud and has been proven to be absolutely fake. All of it. So, and they continue to teach this to your kids, man. You ought to be ashamed of yourself for lying to children like that, just so that you can be right because you wear a suit and you wear freaking glasses in your university. You guys are a bunch of pathetic losers, and you're teaching people how to be retarded just like you are. So you need to cut it out, or we're coming after you guys. All right? The Christians are going to start speaking up, and we're going to tell you guys that you guys are wrong, and that you guys are leading a lot of people into the wrong direction. You're leading people to believe in lies, and it's ruining their lives. I bet you these people are all miserable. That's why they all love to go around shooting insults at people, because misery loves company. And you guys are a bunch of garbage politicians, man, in my opinion. You guys are making me sick, dude. You guys want to willingly teach people something that isn't true because of your pride, because you know you're wrong, and because you don't want to come to terms that there is a God. What is your beef with God, dude? Are you sad because your life isn't fair? You want to blame it on white people, or you want to blame it on a certain race or a certain type of person? Your life isn't fair? Well, hey, dude, why don't you go and ask any other person in the world and ask them if life is fair? I guarantee you no one's going to tell you, yeah, life is peachy, dude. No, we live in a crumbling, everyday being destroyed world filled with sin, okay? Get it through your head. Anyways, I am not a religious zealot, but I believe there is no harm in keeping Christianity in our lives as much as possible. Did Mosaic made the right decision? Possibly, but I don't think fans would have stayed away if the cross had remained. Bravo to the groundskeeper who came up with the idea, Robert Jakubek, St. Louis. I have seen Cardinal players make the sign on the cross when getting ready to bat. Should we ban that also? How about players wearing chains around their neck with a cross? Who really cares? Joe Rosbeck, Yorkville. Well, I'll tell you who cares. People who have an agenda to persecute Christians, dude. Because you guys are a bunch of secular humanists that want to run this country like it's an oligarchy with democracy, and you guys want to shove everyone else out that has a different opinion than you, because you're all a bunch of cowards. You guys cannot debate anything because you're all a bunch of weak, pathetic, anti-life, anti-rights people, man. You guys just want to have security for the sake of being a slave. All of you, man. And you make me sick. All you Obama supporters are pathetic, man. So pathetic. Funny how up in arms someone can get over something they didn't know existed a week ago. Someone can hardly claim that attending a game was a religious experience from a fan's perspective when they didn't even know the cross existed. Christopher Rhodes, Southern Illinois University. How about a rainbow or a unicorn? I don't care what's etched on the mound, as long as it's not something that represents any political party. Tom Wyatt, Shoshone, Dardine Prairie, Missouri? Or Minnesota? MO, I'm not sure what abbreviation that's for. But anyways, you guys, just to let you know a little bit of a testimony. My brother-in-law, he coaches a pony league baseball team, and they're going on. They won their regionals, they won championships, and they're moving up. You know what I mean? They're still winning, and they open every single game with prayer. You guys, they got little kids into praying before every single game, and they're doing great. You know? What does it harm you to see people believing in God, dude? What does it harm you? You're pathetic, dude. If you want to come after me because I believe in God, you're pathetic, and you want company because you're so pathetic, man. You just want to be miserable and make other people miserable, and you're just a destruction. You just like to see destruction and reap it, and you love death, man. It's right what the Bible says. People who hate God love death, man, and that's all you guys are about. You guys are all about condemning people, giving people up to be judged. And notice, dude, that I'm not going after you. I'm defending myself because you guys are coming after us. All right? You liberals are picking a fight with the wrong people. So get it through your head that if you're not going to go and do your own research about real facts, then don't go around shooting rhetoric like this is fucking ancient Greek. Excuse my language. I have a problem with cussing sometimes. I'm a Christian. I believe in God, but I did not get raised in the church. I did not get raised as a Christian. I went through hell all of my life, and God found me. I didn't find God because God is not lost. I was the one who was lost. So pray for me that I can clean up my potty mouth. But anyways, this isn't ancient Greece where we believe a bunch of rhetoric nonsense, all right? This is a republic that was founded by Christianity, and we're going to go back to that. Or you're going to have to pry my gun out of my dead and cold dead hands, man. Period. All right? I'm not giving up my liberty. So back up. Anyways, if you like my channel, subscribe, and God bless you all.